to toe. Hot topic dropping knowledge straight from Chicago. And it's our point of view, so tell me what you gon' do. Drop a line, don't be lying, trying to get with the crew. Cause we be talking them facts, exposing them fiction. Man, it's so real that we be causing some friction. Probably something you missing, ain't no need to be dissing. Just relax here and listen, because we spittin' and sippin'. The Stezo Radio Show, 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 the Stezo Radio Show.
All right, y'all, welcome back to another episode of Stezo Radio. We're going to get to these intros so we can get to this topic. Go.
It's me, Sam Nicky.
It's your boy, Ricky Bobby.
It's me, Young Yella.
All right, now this topic is about the Marvel movie Black Panther. For those who don't know, who don't follow the Marvel movies, he was that black dude in the black suit on the last Avengers movie. I guess, or was that the Captain America movie?
Captain America.
Captain America movie.
Technically.
It's all the kind of same.
I can't remember which one it was either.
Yeah, it was the black dude, like a cat. You know what I'm saying? He had the claws. Him. He got his own movie coming out. He got his own franchise. And I'm going to let Young Yella tell y'all why this is the topic.
So basically, my whole view of this thing is that this trailer came out about a week. It's not even a week, so about a couple days.
Yeah.
And this movie ain't due out till 2018. I love the hype, though. It's going to be a good movie. This movie is almost set to be a good movie based on the franchise that it's coming from.
Right.
But my only problem is that as black people, we should be behind this movie, but I'm not really appreciating why every approach to us being behind this movie got to make it some type of hood thing. Like this hashtag Black Panther gonna be so lit. I don't know if y'all seen that or not.
I saw it.
Right. So basically what they got is pictures of folks coming up like it's a family reunion. It's trays of macaroni and cheese and chicken and shit.
Yeah, I saw that one.
Making a mockery of what you're saying.
Right. They almost making a mockery of it. And it's like, it's a shame that we can't get behind the movie for what it is.
Right.
Also, what I'm seeing is a lot of people are trying to make it some type of pro-black civil rights, actual Black Panther type of demo, and that's the farthest from what this movie is finna be. You know, that's the last thing a Marvel movie is finna be. You might see some acceptance. You might see a little bit of racism and stuff like that trying to be approached, but at the end of the day, they're not trying to make no super powerful statement behind this. This is just an extension of another movie that's going to turn into another movie that's going to turn into another movie.
But don't you think that the black people that are doing that, they showing support because this is the first time that we're going to have a black superhero with an all-black cast with a major budget. Yeah.
I mean, as far as on this level now, I mean, we had Shaq play Steel. I mean, I ain't see black people running out to go see Steel.
Because you said it was Shaq.
Who? What movie was
Exactly.
this?
Oh, yeah, and I think it was like the early 2000s. I can't really remember. Shaq played Steel, which is basically like a version of Superman. Right.
It was Shaq, though.
I mean, dude.
Shaq.
What's the movie? Shazam? Dude.
Yeah,
Shazam stayed in my VCR in the 90s, bro. I don't give a fuck what nobody saying. Shazam was the shit. Fuck you.
Yeah, I just found out what it was a while ago.
Nah, but I mean, it's cool for the support. And like I said, I love the fact that it's going to be on this level with black folks, like black directors, black casting,
Right.
black casting directors, black producers, all of this. But we almost turning it into something that's laughable now because the movie should be inspirational by itself. You should be able to go see the movie in the context of the movie and find inspiration through that. Don't try to develop I can't, it's like a rhetoric to build on somebody being like a civil rights movement almost. You know what I'm saying? We got room for that on other places.
It is. I mean, in today's society.
If Black Panther was out there fighting the KKK in this movie, I'm with you. Yeah, damn right. But he not. And that's
No,
not.
I don't mean the movie. I mean the fact that the movie is being made.
Oh no, yeah, I'm good. I'm glad that movie being made.
Okay, but do you agree that it's big?
It's gonna be a big movie. It's a Marvel movie.
No, not the Marvel aspect. I mean the fact that
It's all black.
it's all black.
I mean, it's gonna be big, but as far as I can see it, and I'm not trying to throw no shade on none of the actors, none of the producers, nobody involved. It's going to be a big movie because it's part of the Marvel franchise. Now, it's going to have an extra special twist for us because it's going to be this all-black cast. So it's going to be a whole entire movie that we can relate to. Because we ain't been able to relate to the last couple Marvel movies.
I did see a post, and I kind of agree with it about the movie when they were stating that they want black people to support the movie and don't do bootleg and everything because of the fact that it is a black superhero, all black cast.
Right.
The turnout and the numbers may not do as well with the white community. And I kind of see where they get that from. Even though it's come from the Marvel franchise, you know, you got your favorite superheroes in the Marvel franchise. Like, some people are Iron Man buffs or Captain America, so they'll go see an Iron Man movie, but they'll catch Captain America on Redbox or something like that.
Yeah,
right.
And vice versa. So that is, you know, when they brought that point up, I said, okay, I see why they're kind of pushing for black people to go. The problem is there's a lot of black people who don't understand, like, they hear Black Panther and they thinking of some type of 70s movement.
Yeah.
It's just some people that's just not into superheroes or superhero movies. So they're looking at it like, oh, okay, well, I mean, I've had a conversation with someone, and she was like, so is it just going to be about, like, a documentary? Is it going to be about because I don't like to go to pay to see a documentary.
Yeah.
And I said, girl, it's a superhero.
Yeah.
I'm not into that either. Yeah, it's just, so that's the biggest thing with this movie is it's got so much hype already, because like you said, it doesn't come out till next year, but it has so much hype already because if it turns out to be a flop, it'll be so surprising because, again, like you said, it comes from the Marvel franchise, and their past movies, from Iron Man to Captain America to the Avengers, they all been great. They do great numbers.
But y'all do know it's going to be a lot of flack because it's a black cast. I mean, we saw it with Star Wars. They put a black leading actor in there, and white people lost their damn mind.
Flip.
You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of like, okay, how
But
come we
Star
can't
Wars
lose
is
our
a
mind?
legacy, though. Like, you know what I'm saying? They felt some type of way about that. Like,
But it was only one black person in that movie.
but
And they
Star
lost
Wars
it.
go back to way back in the day. Nobody know who Black Panther really is, like you said. But
Hey, but Billy D. Williams got away with being in Star
Yeah,
Wars.
they
though.
didn't flip out back then
But
because
that's
he wasn't
Billy
a
D.
lead
though.
actor.
But that's Billy
No,
D.
because he wasn't a lead.
Shit, you tell me Lando wasn't important. Goddamn, fuck that.
I mean, no, Lando was that man, but a lead.
Han Solo is who you think of when you think about Star Wars.
Yep, him and Luke Skywalker.
I've
Shit,
never watched Star
ask
Wars.
me, Lando. I see that nigga flying a motherfucking TIE fighter drinking a Colt 45.
Okay, so let me ask you this: do you think they released the preview so early to get back feedback, just to get the controversy? That you're
Absolutely,
saying?
absolutely.
So it may not even come out if it's negative feedback.
Oh no, that movie's
It's
coming
coming
out.
out.
It's going to come out.
It
That
costs
movie's
too
coming
much.
out. That movie's coming out basically because the Black Panther story is so essential to the rest of the Avengers movies that's gonna come out.
Right.
All of that coming in with, of course, what we've seen at the end. If you've seen Civil War or whatever, with him having the Winter Soldier and all of that building up to all of that matters. So
Yeah.
this movie can't not come out.
Right.
That's what I'm saying. This movie is gonna do some serious damn numbers.
And with that
serious
being said, I want to just piggyback off what Stezo was saying about, like, why not make it a black movement? Because he's actually from Africa, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's from
Oh, yeah.
Nigeria.
Oh, yeah.
So, I mean, it's just something that popped in my head. I was just at the gas station literally, and I heard some people out there talking. And he was like, you know, we don't even know where we come from. We don't know our tribes or nothing. You know what I'm saying? So
True.
it could, like, motivate people to dig deep.
Investigate, yeah.
Yeah, like the best case scenario that I would hope this movie causes is for, like, people who don't watch superhero
Superheroes.
movies and black people who don't watch superhero movies, because you got a lot of young black kids that watch superhero movies. We see all the little kids running around with the Avengers shirts
Right.
on and all this, little Iron Man, Spider-Man, whatever, all the Marvel movies. So you would hope that it would bring out the older crowd, so they can kind of get, like you said, it can bring some type of education,
involved.
being that the movie is set in Wakanda, and is they I know they gonna touch on some issues out there. Now,
Right.
those are the issues that we need to be addressing. We don't need to be acting like is what's the movie with Johnson Family Reunion. We don't need to be acting like it's that,
Right.
and we also don't need to treat it like it's Malcolm X either.
But you got to give them a little break because this is the first time we got this. I was teasing my girl one day because she buys son all the superheroes, and I'm sitting there, I'm talking shit, but I'm sitting there, I'm like, he playing with Batman, Superman, Iron Man, Hulk. I mean,
Where's
they
Luke
all,
Cage?
They all white. You know what I'm saying? Like they're all white. You know what I'm saying?
But it, like I said, and I just mentioned Luke Cage. It kind of started with that show. Now that show got a huge black cast. Most of the show is a black cast.
Where is it at now?
I mean, it's on Netflix.
Yeah.
Cancel.
It's canceled. I say I missed that
They
part.
canceled Luke Cage.
Yeah,
I missed that.
So wait, because
That's some
I'm a
bullshit.
little ignorant to Luke Cage. So
I was too. Till
It's
it came
a
out.
Netflix series. Well,
another
apparently it
superhero.
was.
And he
Black
part of
superhero.
Marvel.
oh, okay.
I
Oh,
never
okay.
knew that.
Right, and he's a Marvel character.
Well, see, that's
And is
something
he
else.
black or
Yeah.
just-
He's
he
black,
black.
yeah.
Okay.
The entire setting is basically in
In the
I want to
hood.
say like Red Hook, Brooklyn, or something like
Yeah.
that, or Brooklyn. Or one part of that.
He
It's
like trying to save the hood, all type of shit. You know what I'm saying?
I thought that did good though. They kept,
It
but
was
see,
doing good.
but it got canceled because white people started complaining
that it was too
many
black.
blacks.
It
So
was
it's
too
like-
black. And
so-
it wasn't the fact that
so how
it
do
was
you
too
win
black.
then?
It was the fact that, okay, if you want to treat the movie or you want to treat the show as what it is, keep it in context. You know what I'm saying? Don't try to make it bigger than what it is.
Mm-hmm.
We already know that it's a system working against us. So you damn right that trailer could have been put out. That hashtag could have been put out by somebody other than a black person.
So this is my question, because now that I'm listening to you about this Luke Cage thing, do our superheroes have to just tend to us, to just as black people? Like,
Well,
can they?
It's kind of building up their story. Like if you're black, you was born in a black neighborhood, so chances are you're gonna start out,
With your neighborhood?
yeah.
I mean, because I'm just looking at it,
See Superman in the hood.
But no, see, the thing
You never
is,
seen Batman on Crenshaw?
Yeah, like but Superman's story
Batman is
started
not,
out in
is he
Kansas.
California?
Exactly.
No, but the question is
On a
though,
farm.
but the thing is also though, with Superman, of course, again, you got to look at it. Of course, Superman is white and Batman is white, and so if they're in predominantly white neighborhoods, true, then they'll pepper in a couple of black people that he saved and everything.
Right.
What I'm saying is, can they do the same for our black superheroes? Like, so far as let's sprinkle in a
Yeah,
couple
I'm
of
sure
white
Iron
people.
Man will make an appearance here and there. You know what I'm saying? That's they
Right, you
save
know, his is it Rhodey? Rhodey is played by
Yeah.
Don Cheadle.
Yeah.
So you know what I'm saying? So it's like, that's what I'm saying. Like, does it have to be? And it's not trying to take jobs away from black people. And I'm just saying, like, but when you do kind of stereotype it like that, well, give this black superhero to the black people and let him save all the black people, you kind of take the interest away from the others.
But I mean, like Stezo said, it's a symbolism of who really cares about black people. Black people.
Yeah. Now if you take Luke Cage
You want Father Flake to make an appearance or something?
and then put Luke
He gonna
Cage
be there,
in
though.
a
No, he gonna be there.
in a white neighborhood, you're gonna be like, why he ain't helping the black people? I mean, that's the first thing you're gonna say.
Right.
That's the
Because
first
I
thing
swear,
anybody would say.
if Luke Cage live in my neighborhood, if Black Panther live in my neighborhood, and Batman make it there first, fuck Luke Cage.
Yeah, I mean, it's gonna cause a problem. it's gonna cause a problem.
Definitely gonna cause trouble.
And that's why I say this kind of big. Now, I mean, don't get me wrong. I know some of the memes was just funny, but
Yeah.
you gotta kind of do it because when anytime something come out and they complain, their complaints get heard.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, let them have their fun with this.
Oh no, I'm cool with it being all in fun. I just hope that it don't get taken too far, because if we look at it broader than just this movie, you got other movies where you had that type of black support to where it was going to be this huge movement, and it kind of overtook the movie and caused controversy, like Birth of a Nation.
Yeah.
That movie, before it initially got its drive, like its super push, that movie had so much hype behind it.
because of his rape charge in
Right.
college.
Yeah.
Right. He got caught up in that. But that movie was set to do big because it was a story that a lot of black people were interested in.
Yeah.
And a lot of black people got behind that movie. Now, you could say without dude having that rape charge and all of that movie might have done a little better.
True.
But I feel like this. If sometimes we don't try to grasp onto something without knowing, because it's almost like putting stock into something that you really don't know about.
Okay, but think about it like this. What do they call it when they go on them, I guess, promo tour? Every interview he did, they came to him about the rape case over and over. I mean, that's all you really heard about. Every time he sat down and
That's
on
bad
TV.
PR, bro.
But
That's
but you
somebody
gotta
not
promote your
doing their
movie.
job. That's somebody not doing their job.
Nothing
bro.
about the movie, just
Yeah,
his
but
life.
you got to promote your movie.
That's somebody not doing their job, though, man. It's
No,
gotta.
I'm saying you sit down with a reporter when he was on Today. I'm pretty sure they said, "Hey, we don't want to touch on this," but you sitting in their chair, they finna touch on it. You know what I'm saying? If he had that support that the Black Panther movie getting right now, I don't think they would have done that because they would have saw the support he was getting on social media.
He had that though. That's what I'm saying. He had that
No, he
support and it
didn't.
initially backfired on him.
No,
He never had that
social
support.
media.
Not on social media. No, he
No,
didn't
because
have that
everything
support.
I heard, like I thought the case was like some recent.
Lucid.
It was
Yeah,
a
me
recent
too.
thing, recent coinciding with the movie. Because that's all I heard.
But
Yeah.
this is what I'm saying. You never heard it. That's why you assume that it's recent, because that information never reached you until the information about this high profile movie about some serious ass black folk shit going on came your way also. So
No, it
you
was
got both
before
of them.
that.
No, I'm saying it occurred before that.
No,
It was
I'm talking about
public.
the
It was
flack.
public knowledge
The flack-
before
The
that.
flack he got before
But
that.
you gotta think. But you
When
gotta
that
think
movie
about
came
that.
out of Sundance, they got rave reviews. They started attacking. It
Isn't-
wasn't even in production yet.
But isn't that also the guy who played in didn't he play in the movie with Denzel Washington when
Yeah,
he
he
was
did.
like the
Debaters.
the
Great
debaters,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah,
You didn't hear shit about that.
that's what I'm saying.
That's what I'm saying. In a movie where there's an all black cast and he's part of the demo, but he ain't really in there like that. But I mean, he was one of the main characters.
Mm-hmm.
But
this is
Denzel
all-
name carried the weight
but-
on that.
Okay, so this is what I'm saying. You could block that with Denzel, of course, yeah. But that's what I'm saying. It's a movie about some kids in college who achieved something great through debating with other white colleges.
Right.
I get that. Wasn't the level of the Nat Turner story. You finna go out here and tell some black folks some real shit about some real black folks that shit went down. Best believe the fact that movie was gaining the momentum and black people was getting behind it to where it was finna be that, they noticed that, man.
But that's my point. They noticed it. So right now with the Black Panther movie, we gotta support it the way they support it.
Yeah, but this
Because
is what I'm
they
saying.
gonna try
If that movie came
something,
out,
and what you gonna do?
if that movie came out in August of this year, I'm with you. Let's get behind it full 100%. That movie don't come out until I think February 2018 or sometime like that.
Which is also sad because if let's say the lead actor that does play Panther, he gets in any type of
Anything.
Yeah, it's over.
it can just like
Anything.
totally ruin the movie.
I'm
Anything.
sure they digging now. I'm sure they did.
Exactly.
But if we keep supporting the way we doing on social media with all this, hooplas and
Right.
you know what I'm saying, they can't do it the same way no more
Why not?
because they see that we behind it. Nobody got behind that Turner movie.
Man, black
They-
folks been behind a whole bunch of shit that got shut down.
Nah, I
I'm
don't.
trying to tell you now.
Like okay, name
like
me
the-
two.
Shit, Birth of a Nation. And I mean,
I don't think we got behind Birth of a Nation.
I'm telling you, that's the only reason you heard about that.
No,
That's the
I'm
only
talking
reason you
about
heard
behind it before it was to come out. Like when
You
Birth
heard
of
about- you
when
heard
Birth
about
of a Nation
that-
started getting they flack. That's when they said we finna release this movie. You see what I'm saying?
But you also know that they got it. That movie that was originally supposed to come out wasn't the movie that was made because he sold them rights.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. They didn't know yet though.
he
They
had
still
to.
wanted to crush him before the movie came out.
Exactly, because he knew that because they knew if he come out and tell this good shit to these black folks and black folks start acting like they got some sense behind it, How the hell that we been putting these pictures and these movies in front of these black folks and they've been doing the same dumb shit. Now we let something slide by us that's gonna teach them something.
But if
And we
black
gonna
folks,
shut that shit down.
But if black folks got behind that movie, the way they doing this Panther right now, I'm telling you, they would have tried all they could. We'd been like, yeah, whatever, fuck y'all, we still going to see it.
I'm telling you, the only reason
because social media, social media got people I don't even think ever seen a comic book wanting to see Black Panther.
and that's what I'm saying. Nobody knew about Black Panther the same way nobody knew about Nat Turner. There's a lot of black folks don't know about Nat Turner.
Oh hell yeah,
That's sad.
not really.
It's whatever you want to learn.
You think it's sad? I mean, I don't think it's sad.
I'm not saying it's their fault. I think it's sad that you don't know about Nat Turner.
It's
though.
not taught. It's
not
not taught as
taught.
much.
Yeah, but I mean, do you teach your kids about Nat
I
Turner?
never knew about
You didn't?
And did you know about Black Panther though?
it. No.
Right, and see that
Same
would be
way I know
more.
about,
But you just don't know nothing,
Luke
then, do
Cage.
you?
I'm saying when we came up, we didn't see the cartoons on TV. We saw Superman, Batman, Spider-Man.
Thundercats.
Yeah,
Exactly. We didn't see that shit on TV
yeah.
because it wasn't getting pushed. Like
It wasn't. It wasn't.
That's why
So
I.
unless you
And the
was
ones they
into
did
comics,
bring
you
out
don't
was
know.
weak as hell. Like the Falcon, the Black Falcon dude. He was weak as hell.
Yeah,
Don't he have a show on CW or something like that?
I don't know. He weak as hell.
No, that's somebody else. I think
I
that's
see.
a
Yeah, I
Flash
just
or
know
something
what
like
you're
that.
Right? They got him now, but I mean, it's almost because you got to. And plus, they've wrote so many stories in it. Like new Wonder Woman movie came out. What a lot of people don't know is that in a lot of the stories and a lot of the storyline, Wonder Woman Diana got a twin sister. Guess what? She black.
That's
So
what I
that-
was just gonna say. They had
Right.
some issues going on with that because she's black. The star of
Yeah, because Wonder Woman's not supposed to be from here, though, right?
She from another planet.
She's Amazon queen.
Amazon. Yeah, that's not.
Amazonian.
That's
But the whole thing is
That's
that
not Texas.
Diana was built from white clay, and what's her name? I can't even remember it off top, but she was built from black clay.
yeah.
and-
You would never see her in the movie.
But she had a
ain't the
long
star
ass
Wonder
comic
Woman
book run
black?
though.
Huh?
Ain't the star Wonder Woman black?
The star of Wonder
No.
Woman?
I mean, actual Wonder Woman.
No, she's
No.
something. She's she is. I mean, she.
She ain't black.
She's
Yeah,
not-
she's not. She's not American.
She's not black in.
But she's not white either.
No, she's white to us. Put it like that.
No.
No, I'm
You know,
saying, I
like
just
the
saw some-
Kardashians say they ain't white,
Right.
but you know damn well they white. She's white.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? She wouldn't be called American white, but see that's why I say you need this though. You need this because once they see that black people are acting a fool about this movie, and a lot of them not even knowing what it is, the next time a movie like this come out, they gonna hold back on trying to bash it. Cause you can dig up any dirt on any actor in a movie
yeah.
nowadays. If you
White
really
or
wanna,
black.
Yeah, white or black if you want to bash it.
But you're not finna see this happen with Black Panther. And by the way, the Black Wonder Woman, her name is Nubia.
Okay.
Right.
Black name.
Right.
Strong black name.
Strong black woman name too. I like Nubia. Shit, you come and kick some ass. But she had a long run too. But that's not gonna happen with this Black Panther movie solely because, like I said, they got the power of Marvel. That's like hands down gonna make this movie the reason why we going to see it.
Okay.
If this movie did not have Marvel's Black Panther on it, and it just was named Black Panther, you'd be sounding like, oh girl, oh well, shit, is they gonna be talking about Huey in the movie? I done heard about it. Let me sit back and listen to this one.
Yeah, but I still can't fault them for it. I really can't.
That's not their fault. No, I'm not at all
I
fault.
can't
Nobody
fault
for
the
it.
fans for it because this is like the first time ever. Let's be real, ever.
I mean, we done had black superheroes though that's been successful in movies.
Man, we had the closest we had
But
was
it's low key successful though.
what
You
was
know,
dude
or low
Robert Townsend superhero.
Meteor
Meteor
Man.
Man.
That shit was huff.
That shit was cold, nigga.
I did like it,
That
but I
shit
was a
was
kid
huff.
too.
The special
What was that?
effects was huff. Meteor
So
Man.
hold on. So you mean to tell me that on a good night after a drink or two, and you just chilling watching
I
TV,
was a
flipping the
kid, I
channels,
didn't
nigga, and the only thing on Media Man, shit.
I'm turning the radio on. I'm not
But
watching
see, that's the
that,
thing,
man.
though. No, but see, that's the thing. You saying the only thing you're making it like, okay, the only thing that's left to watch is Meteor Man. That doesn't make him a good superhero. If you had
Right.
if like you have no other options.
Nah, man, you
I'm
got
not watching
you got.
Meteor
I
Man,
mean,
dog.
you got characters like Blade though,
Yeah, and the Blade movies were good.
and Blade is a Marvel superhero.
But
Yeah,
see, Blade,
but it wasn't a black movie.
And then,
Why not? It was a black lead character.
No,
And see, then-
that's what I'm trying to show the difference. Blade was a black lead character. Black Panther is a black movie.
Check this out. I'm gonna give it to you on this one, and only because
and then Wesley Snipes kind of ruined Blade to a certain degree because the flack that he got behind other stuff that he did again.
Yeah, taxes, down in black women.
Yeah, it took away from the movie.
people still went and seen Blade.
I won't support Wesley Snipes if he paid me to cross the street.
Yeah.
If he was paying me to cross the street, I still wouldn't support Wesley Snipes.
Why
Yeah.
not?
Because in his eyes, he sees me as a gold digging nag.
But he,
Yeah,
Oh, I
those were
forgot
his
about that.
words.
I
Yeah.
forgot about that.
yeah, he bogus for that one.
I mean, certain things cut, and you remember. Like to this day, I still got a problem going to Denny's. I went to my first Denny's since the '90s last month. For real, that's the first time I've been in Denny's because I still remember the shit they did when they was, you know what I'm saying blacks don't tip, overcharging, and treat them like shit. Like you don't forget it. You know what I'm saying? And again, Blade was a black lead actor. Black Panther is a black movie. That's a big difference.
Why can't a black lead actor or actress make it a black movie?
Well, simple fact, you can just replace us and put us in a movie, and then I don't consider that a black. Like, what was that? Is it Enemy of the State? That movie wasn't written for Will Smith, but they said the white lead that they wrote it for, you know what I'm saying, backed out.
Like Tom
So-
Cruise or somebody like that?
So they
I
had
mean,
to, so,
yeah.
they had to recast. They had to get a black wife, black son. You know what I'm saying? But that's not a black movie.
But you ain't gonna tell me you gonna be able to replace no black. You wasn't gonna be able to replace Will Smith with no random black person in that movie, no random black actor.
Well, I mean,
You wasn't
it
finna
ain't
put
that many.
Orlando Jones, no disrespect to him, but you wasn't finna put him in that movie and do that. He was good in the movie he did with Eddie Griffin, though.
I just don't. He's not a good actor to me.
Yeah, like you gotta get somebody on that level.
Will
dude.
Smith.
Orlando Jones.
Yeah,
He-
Orlando.
he-
ain't.
Just,
He,
no.
I mean, I'm just saying.
But I'm saying
You said they was replaceable.
But you got to give me somebody on that level though.
You
No,
said they
no.
replaceable. If you replaceable, you have
level-
no level.
No, I'm saying
On the level of the white person that was
right.
supposed to
Like
be in the movie.
you can't replace Black Panther with Tom Cruise. It's not finna
That
happen.
nigga played the Last Samurai.
But they always try to be the last everything.
He's the Last Samurai nigga.
I know,
As far
but-
as I know, samurais is Japanese.
But I'm just saying, do you think black folks would go for that
Tom Cruise.
if the Black Panther was white? Come on now.
If the Black Panther was white, like
Look
like,
at the flack they got for Green Lantern.
Yeah, because they did. He was supposed
that
to be black.
sucked though. No,
But-
that
but-
sucked.
but
Hold
still,
on,
look at the
hold on,
flack.
But
hold
because
on,
he was supposed
hold
to be
on,
black.
Hold on,
Exactly.
Hold on, I'm gonna give it to you like this. Fucking Green Lantern could have been completely green, and that fucking movie could have sucked. That motherfucker could have been black, white, Japanese.
Well, the movie was
That
terrible. I
shit
think I fell
sucked.
asleep and woke up.
I
and
would
it was still
prefer
on.
that a black dude didn't get that fucking role and fuck that movie up like
Probably
that.
would have made it better though.
Maybe if he came out now, I can't remember his.
So if Black Panther's white, if Black Panther 2 come out and they got Tom Cruise or some white, what's the McConaughey's or whatever playing Black Panther, you'll be cool with
It's
that.
only one
No, hell no.
McConaughey.
That's
It's
what I'm
Matthew.
saying.
no.
Because, but that's my point.
I mean, if it's
It's
Black
a
Panther
all
now,
black
if he
movie.
now if he do some shit like go to South Africa or some shit, yeah, you got like you got like the White Panther and it's Tom Cruise. Fuck yeah, I'm down. Come on.
But that's what I mean. It's an all black cast, all black movie. You can't just dip a white dude into the league.
But this is what I'm telling you.
In an all white
It's
movie,
it's
you
a
can dip
Marvel
a black
movie.
guy into the league.
This is a Marvel movie. I'm trying to tell you now. Count on a or two of the Avengers being in this movie. Majority of the movie.
Well, you probably will. The Avenger probably will pop up. You
Majority-
probably see Captain America in here.
Majority of the movie, especially Captain
maybe
America, being
Scarlett
that
Johansson.
they do got the Winter Soldier, right, and Scarlett Johansson, that she with them. Now, them two are the whitest Captain America is the whitest
Still a black
superhero
movie.
next to Superman
but
on
it's-
the planet.
You
It's still a
gotta
black
figure
movie.
what he came back from. When he had that whole drug addiction,
Who you talking about, Robert Downey Jr.?
yes, he wowed out
That's
back in
that's
the day.
Iron
Iron
Man
Man.
though.
Yeah, that's Iron Man. Iron Man not gonna be in this.
Oh,
Yeah, Iron
But
Man.
yeah,
even
yeah.
if you do put these
He
two,
gonna be in Spider-Man.
you put these
Right.
two white Avengers
Yeah.
in there, it's still a black movie.
No, it ain't.
Yes, it is.
No. You gotta think this because they're gonna take up most of the screen time.
Don't matter. Still a black movie. I think y'all don't want to get credit to black movies.
I love black movies, man.
No, I
do.
don't think you do. Y'all don't want to get credit to black movies.
I do. It was movies.
And honestly, I think some of you comic book people, I kind of pissed
Comic
off
people.
that they making it a black movie because y'all wanted to
No.
be a Marvel comic movie.
No.
I'm telling y'all, it's bigger than that.
I would love if the movie would really touch on some real serious shit about black people in the community that we live in and what we deal with, and not even just with us, with what they go through in Africa. I would love that they really dig deep on like connecting what he fighting and what's going, because the movie's gonna be set over there. So whatever he fighting over there is gonna be what they really dealing with over there. So I hope that they dig down deep on what's going on over there.
Now,
What
does
I
that
don't
go with
wanna-
the comic?
What I don't, I'm not sure, because I'm gonna tell you right now,
That's
not
what I'm
a
saying, 'cause you
not
gotta
a
go
big
with the-
read on the comic.
You got, but you got to go with the comic. If he not dealing with
But this the
African
this the
issues in the
movie
comic.
this the movie universe though. They can do whatever they want to do.
nah,
Trust me,
you
they've
can't.
changed so much. You'll
I
see
know,
so
but
many
this
differences.
movie finna get dissected. Everything it does wrong, they're gonna
Because it's gonna go back to the comic.
right. They're
Exactly.
gonna pinpoint because it's all black.
Exactly.
They're not gonna give
so,
it no breaks.
So why make it a mockery that we finna go up in there with our fucking dashikis on and our goddamn blowguns and our spears and shit up and down the motherfucking aisles and shit, beating goddamn drums as the goddamn movie going.
Yeah, but you know, ain't nobody going in there like that. Who going in like that?
Well,
We heard the same thing about the
Nigerians
NWA
is not
movie.
really big on dashikis. That's just an educational fact right there.
That is true. That is true.
They have their garb, but they don't.
But we
have
heard the same thing about NWA movie.
Right, that
Everybody's
was
talking
just-
about putting their lokes on and they getting their curls, and nobody went to the show like that.
Nobody
just went
better
to the show.
ever put another curl in their head again.
Nobody was wearing their Raiders hats.
Hey, I'm bald. If I had some hair, I'd do all types of stupid shit to it. Jerry curl, mullet, all types of
You would
shit.
still end up bald.
Yeah, so
You would still be right where you was at. You
I
wouldn't
like
get.
being bald.
You wouldn't get to that. You wouldn't get to that. All those hairdos.
And then personally, I like the fact that they finally proud of something. They ain't had nothing to be proud about in the show since what? I'll wait.
I'm waiting too.
That's what
the
I'm saying.
NWA movie.
Yeah, that probably was the last time black people in America was like, yeah, something for us to watch. You see what I'm saying?
Have you seen that movie?
NWA movie? Yeah, I saw it 3 times.
You saw it 3. Was it good?
The first time I was a fan, I loved it. But after I got over the fandom and watched it the second time, I was like, this is kind of huff.
It was all about the music.
Yeah, it was huff. Yeah, it was too much shit in there that was just like, come on,
This
man.
it's a good story.
It
It's
is
a good story. But we all know that ain't the NWA story, right?
Yeah,
Right.
Because you can pretty much tell the people the ones who were alive wrote this motherfucking movie. I mean, they made Easy look like a bitch. You know what I'm saying? They made Easy look like he was broke. It was just, okay, we get it, Cube and Dre. You know what I'm saying? We get it.
Y'all still alive. Okay.
y'all had a lot to
right,
say.
we get it. Right.
They
Y'all
made
still
Dre
living.
look super tough.
Right. We know that ain't.
Right.
Well, yeah, because they didn't touch on his abuse.
Not at all. None. They made it seem like
And
Cube,
hold on. They
Cube was
did
the
though.
most faithful
For like
woman.
a blink of an eye, that shit came across, and they was talking about what he did. Cause what was her name?
D Barnes.
No, his wife or his girlfriend.
Miss
or something?
LA.
Right. She came out with a whole show. Was talking about that shit. talking about how he.
Yeah, but in NWA,
in the Straight Outta Compton,
Yeah.
it was like it never happened.
she wasn't even in there.
They didn't talk. I think they didn't mention her at all in there. Yeah,
Nope.
they didn't. Okay, they didn't talk about her. They didn't talk about D Barnes. And I'm sure there's some other women that got beat up.
Yeah.
It's a police record somewhere. It's just you know.
That's what I'm saying. It was,
Allegedly.
you know.
Allegedly.
And my issue with that is,
Possibly.
you know, yeah, we grew up during that time, but, you know, again, my girl's son, he's 17 years old. He thinking that's legit. Like, you know, he arguing with me. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, nah, Q wasn't, you know, like that whole scene. What was that scene when they coming down the escalator and somebody holler out something, he holler out lynch mob and they start fighting. But shit, the truth was, when that shit really happened, Q ran.
Yeah, he left.
He seen them dudes and broke the fuck out. But in the movie, Q
Yeah.
first one throwing them blows. So it's like, yeah, you alive to tell your story. So, but it's education.
So you can tell it how you want to tell it.
Yeah. Now this Black Panther though, if they don't stick to script with the comic and like you say, tied into the Avengers and all that, they're gonna get so much flack because they're gonna say, see, we gave them, and we know who them are. We gave them a chance, and they fucked it up, Eddie. They fucked up the church's money.
And
Gave you niggas money.
Right. That's gonna be the first thing they say. They fucked it up.
But you know what though? Like I said, the only two factors that they really got going for them is A, it's a Marvel movie, and B, they do have being that they in the creative, they in the movie universe, they almost got that creative leeway to kind of go away from the comic book a little bit because it's the movie. So you wanna kind of pull stuff in, because if you go strictly by the comic book, you're gonna give the casual fan a lot of shit they not gonna be able to keep up with.
Well, you can't go strictly about a comic book because you got to think about it. It's like the comic book is what, like 60 years old, 50, 60 years old. I mean, these comics start coming out, I think, in the 50s.
I'm talking about the Black Panther. Because I really don't know how old.
I'm not sure when Black Panther came out,
Yeah.
but I mean, it's dated, so you got to still have this
Try to bring it
updated. You know what I'm saying?
more, yeah.
You can't sit here and say that he was running back to the house to pick up his tin can to talk to, you know, Mbuntu with his tin. You know what I'm saying? You have to update.
Like say, it's not been pushed on us early in life, so they can say what they want to say about it now. Because who gonna go and backtrack? Just
July
double check the story.
1966. July 1966.
Right, so it's about 50 years old.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's
So you have to. It has to be updated to a certain degree, but it at the same time they have to kind of the issue. And this is what I think Marvel does great. They deal with issues that are like kind of going on today, like with the first Avengers. You know, how Loki wants to steal the little cube and take over the world and open up the universe. I think they're good at that. So I really think they're going to succeed at whatever he's battling, whatever Black Panther has, whatever foe he has to take down. I'm sure they're going to do good with that storyline. I'm almost positive that they can do that. The only issue is, of course, you're going to have the critics. And now I'm not just talking about the black people. I'm talking about black and white. You're going to have the criticism be like, oh, if it happens here, everybody's going to be like, well, why wasn't he in Nigeria? Yeah. If it happens in Nigeria, there's going to be some people like, well, why wasn't he here if Captain America's here? Why would it's going to, and that's the biggest thing. It's going to be basically,
from
it's
what,
going to be nitpick.
I mean, from what we know, he the king of Wakanda. You know what I'm saying? So that's
the king or the prince?
King.
He the king.
He the king because his father was killed.
Because his father got killed in Civil War. So you gonna see a lot of the real land. You know what I'm saying? And that's what you want to see, man. And it's like, don't turn this into something that they not gonna take serious, because it's gonna come out regardless. And that's what I'm saying. Don't turn this movie into something that the hardened comic book lover is not gonna like.
So okay, let me ask you this: are you afraid that all these memes and the hashtags is gonna make the movie a joke?
It's turning
before
into
it comes out?
Yeah. It's gonna turn whatever the message is that's gonna eventually come out of this great movie. Like, I'm 200,000% behind this movie.
Mm-hmm.
But whatever good message is gonna come out is gonna be tainted by everybody treating it like it's a joke. Come out and support the movie for real.
Mm-hmm.
Come out and support black people, black artists for real. Don't just put out the memes and, like I said, not come to the movie theater. You can go $5 Tuesday. Skip that little bag of loud. Go ahead, take you and your girl to go see Black Panther.
Okay, but the memes helped Get Out so much, because Get Out came out and it was slow as far as people hearing about it. But those memes and the social media push, it made a lot of people say, what the hell is this Get Out? You know what I'm saying?
Those memes turned Get Out into a joke.
You think so?
Dude, think about that message at the core. Hold on. Think outside of everything you've seen on social media. Take that movie for what it is.
I see where he's going with that.
Take that movie for what it truly could have been.
Because think about the Get Out challenge with the run, with the people running.
Right.
I can kind of see what
that movie right there.
They downplayed it. I can see that.
I completely missed Get Out. When you asked me about the second one, I completely missed that. Because that movie right there is the perfect example of a movie that ain't going to get mainstream push, but could have made a lot of noise with a deep-ass message in the black community.
But but did it not get mainstream push because it wasn't a high-budget movie?
Dude, people watch that movie like Scream now. When that nigga start running through the motherfucking thing, they laughing at that nigga. Because they thinking about the meme. Just like check it out, just like the crying Jordan face.
Yeah, it is some kids.
Nigga, I seen a meme about the crying Jordan face that said, this been photoshopped so much that the real picture looked photoshopped.
Yeah. and you do got kids, they see Michael Jordan on TV, say
That's
they go to crying Jordan, they go to crying face dude. They don't know who Jordan is.
Yeah.
we sitting around and say we didn't watch this man win 6 rings, and and everybody that's like 7 and under just know him for crying face.
All right, well, we live on Facebook and Instagram, and Flint made a good point. He said this movie will predict if we ever have a Black Green Lantern, and I agree.
Mm-hmm.
If this does good, you know what I'm saying, then yeah, you won't have another white Green Lantern. You will have an actual Black Green Lantern.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Think about it.
So let's put forth some positive energy into getting this movie.
And that's another thing that we got to do, too, because, we'll go see a movie. We'll stand behind it. It'll do high numbers, like Straight Outta Compton did high numbers.
Mm-hmm.
But then we'll go to social media and tear it down. What we should not do, even if we don't like it, let's not go on social media and be like, that movie was bogus, it was whack, he wasn't woo wop the bam. Like,
see, that came up in the Stezo radio group, and I don't agree with that. I don't agree with
think
that.
we should just bash it because
what you're saying is because it's black, I'm not supposed to tell y'all it's bad.
Yeah.
you can tell me, call me.
See, but no,
No.
I bash everything else with social media that's bad. How come it can't get the same treatment?
Because that's where I'm kind of at too. Because if this movie come out and it sucks, I mean, on any level,
Yeah.
oh my God, do you think about the type of backlash that's gonna get? That this movie sucks
Now,
at all.
if it's totally terrible, then yeah, you can't get away from that.
Because I'm getting that now from this Tupac biopic. They saying it's a lot of.
Well, I'm looking at the movie goers for this movie too. Like I said, a lot of them don't even know that they're anything about a Black Panther. They're just like, oh, well, people are telling me to go watch it. So you're gonna understand that some of these people that might go see this movie, they're going with their boyfriend or their friend or their cousin, but they have no idea what they're going to see, and they may not like it. You may not be into, like I said, you're not into. Like I said, you may not be into superheroes and none of that. That's what I'm really pointing at. Like, don't go to something that you already not into, and then just be like, well, bash it. Unless it's a terrible, unless it's just truly a terrible or awful movie. That's another thing that we do. Like, we don't see white people just tearing down their movies like that. You don't see
Yes,
white.
we do.
Shit.
Yes, we do. See,
I don't see it.
y'all gotta look at y'all friends list. How many
I was
white
just gonna
friends
say,
you really got?
I got
Shit.
several.
Yeah, but I'm talking about is it like 25% or 3%? Let's be honest.
No,
Cause I watched, cause I knew Geely was bad, cause the white dudes on TV told me it was horrible.
What the hell is that?
Yeah,
See,
yeah.
exactly.
Geely?
Geely was a movie with
Ben
Ben
Affleck
Affleck and
Jennifer
Lopez when they was dating, and they was ranking that one of the
Oh,
worst movies
I saw
ever.
that. It was.
See what I'm saying? I mean, they bash them when they terrible. You know what I'm saying? That's what Siskel and Ebert was all about.
That's how they shit. Hell yeah.
2 thumbs up, 2 thumbs down. You know what I'm saying?
That's all they did was bash movies.
Yeah, I don't want y'all
They
to go
look at
waste y'all
movies
money.
in a perspective we not looking at it as. Because a lot of movies, I promise you, a lot of movies that be like, get 2 stars from them, I liked.
But do you see? Okay, this is my thing. I like a lot of movies, but I say I'm glad I didn't go to the show to see it.
Well,
Cause show tickets like
when
$13,
they was
$15.
living, we wasn't even really going to a show like that.
No, I'm talking about now. I'm talking about older. I'm talking about now when I gotta pay
I'm
for the
saying,
movie.
who was the new Siskel and Ebert that's making
No, I'm
these-
saying the movies you like. Would you go to the
people,
show and see
Rotten
them?
Tomatoes, shit like that.
Yeah, or do you just like
Rotten
the movie?
Tomatoes.
Tomatoes.
It's basically like it's basically like they take a lot of surveys about movies and shit, and that's how they judge what's good
Right.
and what's not.
See, I'm not really into surveys or reviews because you got so much competition that it just go in there and bash your shit just to keep you from making a statement. You know what I'm saying? Like restaurants do it all the time. I'm gonna go over here and badmouth this restaurant, fake reviews. You know what I'm saying? I like to get my own experience. You know what I'm saying? And I got a different opinion. The way I look at stuff differently from everybody else. So if you go to see a movie and you're like, I don't like it, I still want to see it myself. I take your opinion for it. You know what I mean?
But are you gonna pay movie price to see it, or you gonna put it on the stick?
It like you said, it all depends on how many people saying it.
But that's my point. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of movies I like that I be like, yeah, like that. What was that movie they did about Barack and Michelle before?
On the South Side.
Southside.
Yeah, Southside.
Southside.
I seen that on Netflix. I was like, man, this was pretty good.
Yeah, it was.
But I wouldn't have paid to show
Nah,
to see this
nah.
shit.
You right.
You
You
kind
right.
of get what I'm saying?
Right.
It's like certain things, everything ain't supposed to be in the movies. You
Right,
know, in
right,
the
right.
box office. You know
It
what I'm
could have
saying?
been better. It should have been more in depth. That's how I feel.
It should have been at the show. That shit should have been on HBO.
You know what I'm saying? If it was going to go to the show.
Like
Exactly. It was
high
missing something.
profile Lifetime movie.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah, that should have, I wouldn't have went to the show. I'd have been mad at the show.
Now, okay, check this out, and I got a question for everybody.
Mhm.
What is your favorite black movie? What would you consider your favorite black movie?
Coming to America.
To date?
Yeah.
Yeah, man, is coming to
From
America.
now or just period?
Period.
Period.
I don't know. That's a tough one for
It
me.
is.
Jesse, man,
I'm
coming to America.
Harlem Nights. I know that verbatim.
I still got a thing for School Days, though.
Okay, School Days. Because Harlem Nights is a favorite, but I wouldn't call that a black movie. A lot of white actors.
It
had
is
major
a few
part.
white actors.
I was trying to stick with more of a major black
Major black
cast.
cast.
But that was really set in like the black neighborhood though. That was
but
if
it was
you
a
had
lot of white people in them. I'm talking about. When you said black movie, I'm thinking black.
Yeah,
movie.
because you got Italians in it. You got
I mean, but damn, how many
Puerto Ricans
movies?
in it.
How many movies outside of Shotters is we gonna find with all black cast?
Not all black. I'm talking about
I mean, like
majority,
all.
majority.
But
I
see,
mean, you got some.
Steve, you kind of making it seem like everybody got to be in the motherfucking.
Well,
Everybody,
if you ask me
the
what a
cars
black
got to
movie-
be black. The
Well,
planes got to
honestly-
be black.
Yeah, if you ask me a black movie,
The
know what I'm saying?
mailboxes got to be black.
Well, honestly, and this is probably my biggest issue with race. I don't think that we should have an all white movie or an all black movie. Like the diversity that you can bring to a movie is what makes it good because you have that. You know what I'm saying? You have that.
Yeah.
I agree because
Just
I
like-
can't think of the name of it. But it's a movie with Cuba Gooding Jr., the dude from Scary Movie, the white dude, funny as hell.
With the glasses from scary movies.
No, he didn't have the glasses. He was the tall one.
From
Real
Scary.
funny.
Oh.
He was like the best friend of the main character, main dude. But it had
Well, look, Flynn say Last Dragon. And Camille say Menace to Society.
Sure enough.
Those were black movies in
Yeah,
my
they were.
opinion. But yeah, that's how I look. That's just what I consider a black movie. Like, for example, would you consider, what's that movie? Color Purple a black movie?
Yeah,
Yeah, you know what I'm saying.
definitely.
And we all know Steven Spielberg was behind it, but you still would consider that.
I mean, it was
A
a,
black
good
movie.
movie.
But it was a good movie though.
Yeah, but
You could have watched that movie in any type of way and still felt good. You could have watched it from being a black person and feeling, you know what I'm saying, feeling good about seeing a lot of the shit that we went through and a lot of shit that we overcame in situations like that
Do
because
y'all consider Drumline a black movie?
yeah,
That
I
was
do.
a good movie.
it was decent. I do.
I mean, I feel there's several black good
But I mean, it had a
movies.
message to it. You know what I'm saying about how shit goes on in college. You know what
Yeah, I
I'm
can see that a black movie.
so that means Rush Hour not a black movie then, right?
saying?
No.
That's some bullshit.
I don't think Rush Hour was a black movie. Just
Rush
like
Hour was that shit.
okay,
They don't have
Fried
a
Green
black star.
Tomatoes. That's a white movie. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Hangover. That's a white movie.
Feel the dream.
Big Fat Greek Wedding. That's a white movie. Like we can't keep lying and saying that we don't have
I
white
don't
and black
consider
movies.
Greeks white because they racist to everybody.
But I'm just saying, if you had to choose,
Everybody.
if you had to
Greeks
choose,
and Italians, they hate everybody, but they don't count.
yeah, if you had to choose, you know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
I mean, that's just me. You know what I'm saying? I look at it like some movies are white, some are black. You know what I'm saying? Just like you have white humor, you got black humor. You know what I'm saying?
But see, I don't really agree with that. I think humor kind of translate for whoever.
No.
Hell no, because I just see some white comedians that ain't
For
funny.
real.
I mean,
And
I done
they-
seen some
they-
black comedians that some black comedians that suck, bro.
Hence Orlando
That
Jones.
are. Sorry, Orlando. I
No,
ain't
I
mean to
mean-
bring. I was
mean-
just trying to make a point, bro.
I mean, they
My bad.
you know, because when you doing comedy, it's more or less about your life. Like, if I really can't relate to it, you know what I'm saying? I'm not saying you not funny or not. I just can't relate. You know what I'm saying?
That's what it's subjective.
Yeah.
But it's all about diversity with that statement.
Because it's like this. It's really
Could
it's
be.
that's what I'm saying. It's all subjective because if you go to see somebody like Kevin Hart and he do a white person joke, y'all laughing. But you go see a white comic and they do black people jokes, motherfucker get uncomfortable.
I don't don't know, cause Gary Owen do a lot of black jokes, and he funny as hell to me.
That's because we caught Gary Owens on BET.
Yeah.
Black folks served up Gary Owens on the platter like, look at this funny white person.
We will
But
call
I'm
you
talking
a cousin
about
real fast.
I'm talking about you take a date to a comedy club, and the white comic come on stage and he started doing slave jokes, or he started doing
I
black
give him a
folk
chance,
jokes.
though. If it's funny, it's funny. You know
That's what I'm saying. It's a lot of folks ain't gonna think it's funny at no means. Ain't gonna give it no chance.
Hell no.
But we'll sit up and watch the last black dude just come up and he'll call you a nigga to your face, talk about how all it's gotta be. When you talking about growth like that and trying to be more open-minded entertainment wise, that's how you get paid. So when you talking about a movie like Black Panther being brought to you by Marvel, and not like just some random person picked up this character and brought it to you.
But,
a lot
okay,
of people
but-
wouldn't even know. If this movie came out on Netflix, it wouldn't get that much problem.
But look at that though. Even Marvel knew we had to have an all-black cast to tell this movie.
Because it's in Africa.
Well, yeah.
But they could have easily said, you know what? Yeah, it's in Africa. We don't care. We still gonna sneak some white guys in there. Because like you said, a lot of people don't follow the comic book anyway.
But they are though. They are though. And you're gonna see majority white characters because you're
No,
gonna
I mean
see.
as far as main characters.
You're gonna do. I'm
They
telling you,
could've- I mean as far as a part of his team.
they are because you're gonna. I'm guarantee. You're gonna see Avengers
not
in the
the
movie.
Avengers. I'm talking about his right-hand man could have been a white dude. And people that don't follow the comic would have just been like, oh, what's the big deal? And the people that follow the comic would be like, that's bullshit. His right-hand man wasn't no white guy. You get what I'm saying? But even they knew they couldn't do that because it's an all-black movie.
I mean, yeah, they were just. I mean, some things like that is just you looking at somebody like, what the hell was you thinking? But
it happens.
It does.
it
does
did
happen.
because
lot.
it did because in Doctor Strange, the I can't remember her name either. Lord have mercy. The dude, the person he went to go see to help him fix his hands and learn his powers in Doctor Strange, in the comic book is an old, I think like an old Chinese dude, but in the movie it's like some like 40-year-old white lady with
You get what I'm saying?
a smooth Gillette cut. You know what I'm saying? Like for real.
You sneak that in real fast, who gonna really notice unless you follow?
Unless you follow. Now
know
a
what
lot
I'm
of
saying?
people was mad about that, but then I mean, Doctor Strange was the shit though. Because if you somebody like me who don't follow either comic book, I just want to see what the fuck they gonna present, and I'm gonna take it for what it is. I like movies, period.
But that's kind of my point. You know what I'm saying? If you go just to see if it's the shit, but it's not legit,
Yeah,
it stuck with you as well. That's what I saw. That's what I'm going by.
yeah, but you got, as I hate to say it, you got some odd people that get behind bullshit. That's why a lot of the music that's out right now is out and fucking topping the goddamn charts. Because a lot of our people that's really trying to be entertained choose to be entertained by bullshit.
Yeah, that's
Okay,
true.
okay,
because-
but if that's true, not to cut you off, Ricky, but I'm
Go
gonna
ahead.
get to you. But if that's true, just like Nino Brown said a long time ago, we ain't got no poppy fields, we ain't got no ships. So it's somebody behind the scenes that's keep pushing it. Now go ahead, Rick.
No, what I was gonna say is like you said, you gotta relate to it. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of people will swear by their life that Seth Green is funny. He's not funny to me, but I fucks with Jim Carrey and Will Ferrell.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Hey, Seth Rogen funny as hell too.
That's what I meant.
I mean, no, I'm not
He's not
saying
funny to me.
I'm not
That
saying no
motherfucker
white
funny as
comics
shit
are
to me.
funny, but Seinfeld, you would never call Seinfeld a black show. You would call Seinfeld a white
Of
show.
course.
That's one of my favorite shows.
Seinfeld
All-white
was a
cast,
show,
though.
Right.
All white cast.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. If it's all white cast, it's a white show. Then you get labeled as a white show. You know, Friends. One of the biggest criticisms about them was
They had no black friends.
right.
Cause they white people. What they need black friends
But that's
for?
my point. So keep Black Panther all black.
Because y'all know damn well if Juanita would have strolled through that fucking coffee shop
So
in
we
that
don't-
goddamn
so we don't drink
Friends
coffee.
show,
We don't drink coffee.
man, look.
We don't drink coffee.
Think about the fucking trouble they'd have been in if they'd have tried to token a black person on Friends.
But that's kind of my point.
One ass black, cause you can't fit two.
But
You
that's-
couldn't have put
that's
two
my
black
point,
people
though.
on Friends.
You
It's
put-
too many white people.
You put one black on Friends, and like you say, they get in trouble. they can put 5 black folks on Black Panther,
Right.
and everybody be like, "Hey, man, it's the movie world.
makes sense.
We gotta appeal to the masses
Because
You
it
get what
makes
I'm saying?
sense. Because it
I
makes
feel
sense.
What
See,
you're
but-
saying, Stezo, but you gotta look at shows like King of Queens. They had a black couple on there. You know what I'm saying? But us as working people, we can relate to that because we got white friends at work.
Yeah, but it didn't start out as an all white cast on
Right.
King of Queens.
That's
See,
what I'm saying. But
if
you
you
said-
start that way,
Relatable though.
yeah,
See
but
what
Black
I'm saying?
Panther
So
is
when
all black.
right, so best believe Black Panther gonna have some white folks in it, because they ain't finna just sit here and give you all the brown sugar in one bag.
And
But-
that's why I say we gotta support and keep the memes going because of that point right there. They not gonna give it to us.
Man, keep hold on, keep the memes going if it's gonna get folks out to the theater. But please, 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 do not make a mockery of what can be something positive if we just let it be what it's gonna be.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I've already seen memes where people talking about only Black Panther I believe in is this one and not this one. And I'm like, this is two totally different. It's irrelevant. Why are we talking? Got a picture of Fred Hampton or whatever. And no. You do know that Panther is originally just an animal. It's a cat.
There's
But it was
there's
black though.
there's legitimately white
It's a
panthers
black
as
cat.
well.
Yeah, they have White Panthers.
They have white panthers.
But
you know
it's a cat.
How often do you hear of a
So-
White Panther though?
But my thing
They
is,
are.
True.
nobody really owns the franchise on Panther because it really is a cat. So
No,
we
blacks own that, damn it. I'm sorry. We own
Called
that.
a Black Panther.
You think
My
Black Panther, you
thing
think
is-
black.
Yeah, yeah.
But you don't sit here and say I'm not gonna watch this movie because I only support this movement. I mean, and
No,
it's,
but people do though.
but why? But see,
Y'all
again,
gonna start seeing the memes that start
because
degrading
they're
this movie.
because they're putting
like I said, I've already seen it just from that one.
because they're putting too much stock into it. Anytime you comparing the Black Panther comic book movie to a movement in the '60s that was trying to uplift and better black people, that's where you gonna ruin the whole understanding of the movie.
So
Because
what y'all
now
go-
you're not gonna have my bad, but now you're not gonna have black people go to the movie to see what they want you to see. They're gonna go see what they want to see.
So what y'all gonna do when they start saying, "Yeah, I just spent all this money on all these jigaboos," or they start making these racist comments about the movie? What are you gonna think then?
They've been talking shit about black folks for a long time.
I wouldn't give a fuck because you don't want to spend your money now. Shit, it's going.
But what I'm saying is, we say you don't want to say nothing negative. Once they start saying that, don't you think some of their friends and family gonna be like, "Oh, well, I don't want to see that movie if it's that black. I don't want to see that," because I hear that a lot.
Well, they call Black Panther a jungle monkey or something like that, or a porch monkey or some shit
Right.
like that. No,
But that's why I say we gotta support it the way we support it.
they not gonna do
I
that.
mean,
Yeah,
They
they
not
are.
gonna do that.
I
Hell no.
honestly feel.
Yes, they are.
I honestly feel that it's enough money in the black community to support this movie and make it a hit. You know what I'm saying?
True. I mean, we are
Like you
$1 billion
said,
a year.
Like you said, you can't.
Yeah, we
bootleg
spend
this
money.
shit.
Don't
Go
nobody
to the
spend money
show.
like black people. We do spend money.
But we don't spend it on the right shit.
Yeah,
Right,
I'm just,
right.
Like
I'm
this.
just saying, like
Like
we
this.
spend money so this movie can be seen.
Yeah.
The numbers could be high.
I hope black people are the ones that go out to go see this movie, because you gotta think that it's our viewing, not quite compete. I don't want to say competing because I don't want to make it nothing bad, but it's our viewing comparing to. You gotta think the hardcore comic book fans. Let's just call it what it is. White kids.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
And those hardcore ones are probably
They're
the
the
only
ones
ones
going
that
to
go.
the movies.
Right. They're gonna be the only ones that's gonna go.
They're the ones showing up. They're the ones in the line for 6-7 days. They're the ones at Comic-Con dressed up like these dudes.
Mm-hmm.
So what we gonna do next year when a little white boy go cosplay as the Black Panther? We gonna get mad?
No, they gonna get mad. That's what I'm saying.
No, we gonna get mad.
No, we ain't.
Yes, because we gonna call it white appropriation.
The same way we don't get
We
mad
gon-
when they rap like us, dance like us, and start.
They can do all that, but they can't look like us though.
But that's why we're not gonna get mad at the white kid in the Black Panther costume. Trust me.
Trust me, they are. They are.
Because I'll never forget when Missy Elliott had that little white girl doing these dances. That was the best thing smoking. Like my little cousin and then wasn't doing that. You know what I'm
Right,
saying?
right.
Yesterday for free.
Oh, they can
You know what I'm
dance
saying?
like they can dance like us. They
But-
can sing like us.
but we
but
not
they
gonna get
can't
mad.
appear to be us.
No, I'm saying, but we're not gonna get mad.
Oh yeah.
When that white
same-
kid come with that Black Panther costume on,
The same way we as black people talk shit about white people who cut their hair like us. The same way black dudes do that. The same way Some black women talk shit about white women who wear black hairstyles. You got to think that we got a stigma on that.
No,
like,
that's a culture thing.
That's what I'm saying.
But Black
This
Panther
is
is
what I'm
not
saying.
a culture thing.
We
It's
live
a
in a,
superhero.
Yeah.
It's just
and that's what I'm saying. The memes, the way folks is acting about this, it's not getting implied that it's just a superhero. So that same person,
I got you.
So
you
that
said
same,
we making it a cultural thing.
right? We making the movie a
I got
cultural
you, I
thing
got
when
you.
it don't have to be just yet.
I still say do it though. All right, y'all. We up on time. Way past on time. Fuck it. Anybody got final remarks, last words?
go see Black Panther.
Go see Black Panther.
Go see that at the movies, not on Black Box.
Oh, yeah.
Fire Stick.
Yeah, not at your friend house. They got the fire stick and shit.
Take your kids, your date, somebody. Go see it. Support it.
All right, I'm just close out. Got Camille saying again, we're not gonna get mad. It's money going to the franchise, so we ain't gonna get mad.
But it's still supporting black people, though. That black actor going to get paid.
Support them
and
black
maybe
people.
have a second show.
Yeah,
Movie.
Support this movie.
yeah. Don't bootleg the Panther. Don't bootleg the Panther.
Don't bootleg.
Hashtag don't bootleg the Panther.
I'll tell you a year later.
And we out.
Keep it going.